Hey guys, how's it going? Just want to real quick go over the answers, just kind of explain some things to you. For the most part, it looks like so far everybody's doing a pretty good job. I think we understand the concept with the HO and the HA. Remember, so this HO is like kind of what the problem says it is. It's always going to be an equal to. So for number one, it says that this report claims 12% of adults in the US are left-handed. Okay. And then the wonder comes in, well, does this hold true, or is it really 12% at this large community school? So not every problem is going to be a not equal to in the HA. It could be greater than, could be less than, or in this case, a not equal to. All right. Actually, in fact, in numbers one and two, they were both not equal to. All right. The wording could have, if the wording was, he wonders if the proportion of lefties at his large community college is greater than 12%. Well, we would have then just put a greater than sign here. Or if it said less than, we would have did the same. Okay. So that goes for our hypotheses. That's what we're going to start out these problems by doing. All right. In number three, I kind of transitioned to when I said, all right, well, here's this idea of p-value. P-value is a probability. And I wrote, kind of look back in your notes and try to figure out, how I interpreted this for one of the examples we did together. It basically means, assuming the HO is true, meaning let's say that the proportion of that left-handed adults in the United States is really 12%. Well, the chances that we got or Jack got a sample proportion as though he did, that's the chance, that's our p-value. So there's a 0.2184 probability that Jack got a sample proportion like he did. All right, that's what that means. Now, that's pretty high. Like that means, this occurs about 22% of the time, meaning this probably didn't happen by chance alone. So in this case, the conclusion that we would draw, we compare that p-value to this 5% significance level. And because the p-value is greater than that, we fail to reject it, meaning, we don't have evidence here that the proportion is anything different than 12%. Okay. This happened a good amount of time. We think it probably is right around 12%. All right. And you would just structure this concluding sentence the same way every time. Because the p-value is greater than, in this case, 5%, we fail to reject the HO. All right. We do not have convincing evidence the proportion of lefties at Jack's school is anything different than 12%. And then finally, for number four, that the percentage that rarely argue with friends, well, this p-value is a lot different. It's a lot smaller. Okay, it's about 3%. Well, 3% is less than 5%. So we would say because the p-value is less than our significance level of 0.05, this time we reject the HO because we believe our evidence is telling enough that it is different than 72%. Okay. So you just want to kind of look back through your notes, make sure you understand how to interpret p-value and then how to draw these conclusions. You're going to get this number, which we call p-value, all right, and you're going to compare it to what we call our significance level. You could see it written as like 5% significance level, or in notation form, it's this right here. All right, this is a little alpha sign. Looks like a fish. Alpha equals, in this case, 0.05, which is the same thing as a 5% significance level. All right, just written a little differently. All right, guys, hopefully this helps. Check back for your next assignment. All right, thanks.